everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's just go straight into what we have for today. So guys, it is very clear that Justice James Omotosho has violated Kanu's rights and then he has broken the law. Tell me why you will not be arrested for this. Kanu has been detained for long without a fair hearing. There's no difference between what Kanu suffered under Justice Binta Nyako to what Kanu is suffering under Justice James Omotosho today. They say it's accelerated hearing, but guys, what we have seen is from one adjournment date to another. They don't even know the meaning of accelerated hearing. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you a clear proof that Justice James Omotosho has violated Kanu's fundamental rights and he has also broken the law. Guys, he's supposed to be arrested for this. Now, let me read out this. It says that under Section 36, Section 4 says that whenever any person is charged, guys, listen, it says, whenever any person is charged with a criminal offense, he shall be entitled to a fair hearing in public within a reasonable time by a court. I repeat myself, it says in the Constitution, Section 36, in Section 4, it says, whenever any person is charged with a criminal offense, he shall be entitled to a fair hearing, and he shall be entitled also to a reasonable time by a court. Guys, tell me if Justice James Omotosho is following what the law says. This is a clear violation of his fundamental human rights. They said he's a terrorist. His charges is terrorism and treason. This is a criminal charge. And then what the law says is that, he should be entitled to a fair hearing. Tell me if Justice James Omotosho is following the law. This is a clear violation of Kanu's fundamental human rights. Because, they charged him of terrorism. And the law says that whenever any person is charged with a criminal offense, he shall be entitled to a fair hearing in public within a reasonable time by a court. Guys, what we are seeing is from one adjournment date to another. When Justice Omotosho promised that this trial is going to be accelerated. Is this the full definition of accelerated? The Constitution prohibits prolonged, indefinite, and arbitrary adjournment. It is there in the Nigerian law. They violate not just the Constitution, but the very spirit of fair hearing, due process, and the presumption of innocence. Nigerian government should obey their law. Look, they are fast to obey the law when it favors them, but when it doesn't favor them, they ignore the law. The way I see it, Kanu's lawyer should not even waste time at all. They should do this. Number one is that they should file the necessary motion to reconvene the trial immediately and also remind the court of the day-to-day requirements for an accelerated trial, and also petition the National Judicial Council, that's the CJN. If there is continued delay, they can transfer it to another judge who will obey the law, because Justice James Omotosho doesn't want to obey the law. Is it a big deal for a judge to obey the law? How can the law be saying another thing and then he's doing otherwise? And lastly, they should demand that the Constitution be respected, even the letters of the Constitution, because it's clear that they are going against what the Constitution is saying. So this person tweeted and said, propaganda is not proof. Guys, let me just read everything out so that you guys can listen. So now it says, let the world take note. What is happening in Abuja is not a fair trial, but a trial by media destruction and government fiction. We remind all Nigerians and the international community, well-scripted propaganda cannot replace facts, evidence, or the rule of law. The federal government's case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is legally unsuitable, morally bankrupt, and politically vindictive. Let the media do their job, or history remember them as enablers of tyranny. So guys, you've listened to what this man said. Everything this man said in this tweet actually made a lot of sense, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case has no base. It has no legal base. In fact, they are trying him under dead laws that doesn't exist, laws that has expired. Guys, imagine that. This is a violation of Kanu's fundamental human rights. Guys, just take a look at what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer have to say. Take a look.
Please, what happened is this. Today, we made a no-case submission. The meaning of no-case submission is that the trial or the case or witnesses and evidence presented by the prosecution since this trial commenced in March this year did not rise to the level of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stepping into the dock to enter his defense. We did that in writing, and we also supported it with a verbal presentation today, and the government made a counter presentation as well. Today, unfortunately happened to be the last day of the sitting of the judge handling this case before he deposits on vacation for 2 months. So the case has been set down for ruling on the no case submission for October 10th. If the ruling goes in our favor, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will stand discharged or acquitted. If it doesn't mean he has been convicted, but he will be called upon to enter his own defense. And that is when we are going to see the defense we are going to enter, if at all necessary. We have not entered our defense since the beginning of this case because the procedure has not come to that point. And we pray and hope that it will never do. That on the 10th, the matter will be over. But if perchance it doesn't, we are ready to proceed on the floor upon to do so. Thank you very much.
So guys, you heard what Kanu's lawyer said. Yes, he has said it all. If Kanu is not released on the 10th of October, they will start their defense, they will enter defense. And do you know what that means? Hope you guys know that Nigerian government actually violated international law and treaty they signed. That could lead to sanction. They might sanction Nigeria for that. So if Nigerian government knows what is good, they should go ahead and release Kanu because, they think they can suppress Kanu or, by keeping Kanu there, it's going to make him back out. But no, even in detention, Kanu's spirit is still high and it's unbroken. They cannot silence Kanu in any way. If they like, they should keep adjourning the case. They cannot silence him. The best thing they should do is to release him because he has done nothing. You called him a terrorist. You cannot prove that he's a terrorist. So why are you still holding him there? If he's guilty, bring out your proof and sentence him to jail. And if he's not guilty, allow him to walk free. All these bandits and Boko Haram that are buying people and unaliving people, they are walking freely. They have not even been sentenced to any court or any cell. But look at Kanu, an innocent man that has no record of killing, is in detention for so long now. This is called propaganda. This is a political game. They're using Kanu to play political game. And it's not accepted by Biafrans. Kanu should be released. So guys, drop a comment under the comment section. Let me know what you're saying. Thank you for watching and I'll see you guys next time.